Hey everyone, I'm back. No, I didn't kill myself, and no, I didn't fake anything. No, I didn't make up some stupid sob story or anything like that. I've been accused of a whole lot of things over time, and that coupled with losing my mother and looking for a job and stressing out about losing the apartment and going back to living in my dad's kitchen, it just got to me and I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't bear the pressure of everything combined and continue to try and put out videos and have a clear head for all of that. It was just an impossibility. I just couldn't do it anymore. I got tired of defending myself constantly left and right. I felt like every time I logged into my YouTube account and checked my comment section, it would just be a constant, like, have to prepare myself for battle every time, and it just got too much. I mean, people were saying that I killed myself, that I, married a monkey and gave birth to kittens, but seriously, the things that people were saying about me were just ridiculous. And all these rumors about collaborating with G4T and running some scam and running some, like, that I was being accused of doing some PayPal donation scam, which I don't know what the fuck. And you know what? Right now, effective immediately, I'm removing the PayPal donation link. You guys are going to have to eventually see that I'm not running a scam and that I really am doing this channel to put my story out there, to express myself, and to express my creativity and all of that. So, with all that being said, there's good news. Besides the fact that I'm alive, and see, here's the thing: is my cousin works at a print shop, and he was urging me to, because I was spilling the beans to him and telling him how I was just so stressed out and how I'd been looking for a stable job for so long, and like I was trying to explain, because like everybody thinks that I'm just being negative and all this and that. People don't understand the reasons why I get to the point of where I've gotten. And I was trying to explain to him, yeah, I've been looking and looking and looking and looking, and it's just not been working out, and I've been applying everywhere, and people don't believe me even, and it's driving me insane. I believe everything is meant to happen for a reason, and it just so happened. So he heard that there was an opening. So basically, he was urging me to apply, and I did. After I was just pushing myself to the limit. I was just at wit's end with job hunting. I was tired of it. I was applying everywhere. I was trying all these crazy things.
Steaks. Yeah, there's four little suckers in there. Leaving out, they fill me up. And then we also got your steak patties, dude. These are half-pound burgers, 91%.
And nothing was working out, and I was just losing my mind, really. So I thought, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply, just one more place. So I just went, and I went up to the front desk and asked for an application, and I was informed that there were not any openings currently, and that I could go ahead and fill out an application anyway and just leave it with them. And I was like, wait a minute. But see, here's the thing, because this is going to prove that in this economy you really do need to know somebody. Because had I not known my cousin, I would have just been like, oh, fuck. Here we go again. So basically, what happened is I requested to speak to him, and he came over, and he explained, and I was escorted over into the back and into the warehouse area, where I was introduced to the manager, one of the managers of the building. I was all dressed up in a button-up shirt and slacks, and all dressed up for an interview. Had my hair all fixed up and everything, clean shaven and all that, and well, like this. It's so stupid. People say shave that and goatee and you'll get hired. Shut up. And so anyway, yeah, I'm just getting all wound up here for the story, the grand finale of it all. It was basically like after a quick little talk with the manager, I'm asked when could I start, and I was like, I could start now. And so I was basically taken up on that offer. He's like, yeah, I need you right now. I need you to start helping. And I was like, oh shit. And so no, I didn't say that, but actually he cusses more than I do sometimes when the stupid machine jams up or something. I'll get to that in a minute. And it just so happened to be that I had junkyard clothes in the back of my station wagon, and I told him this. I was like, hey, I do have some actual like more work like looking clothes that I can throw on. So he was like, yeah, go for it, and go ahead and change and come back. So I ran out to the back of my station wagon, and I grabbed my clothes, and I run back in all looking completely different and ready to start working. It was around like a little after lunchtime or so. I remember it was about like 12:45 ish or something like that in the afternoon. And I was just I started being shown the ropes and shown how to do everything, and from then on that was at the end of December. I had already fallen behind on rent because what happened is my mom, when she passed, she had a little bit of savings that I was living off of and paying the rent, and also I got paid for taking care of her for being her caretaker. So I had a little bit of money to survive for a while, and so that's why I just had to laugh at all these stupid accusations of that I've been like scamming, all this money from people and all this and that. If anybody feels that they've been scammed by me, misled by me in any way, I can assure you, you have not. These videos have been honest, and that's why, as I repeat, no more PayPal donation link on the top of my channel page. So anyway, from that point on, I started working, and it seemed like, because it was so close to 2015, December 29th was my first day of work. It's just been a complete turnaround in my life from that moment forward. Have you guys seen Star Trek Into Darkness? Remember when the Enterprise is falling and they go through the clouds, and just like at the last minute they get the warp core back online and it comes back up? Well, basically as a metaphor, that's what happened with the apartment here. It's just something about 2015, and there's more I'll get to in future videos. Things are going to change a lot here on Network 126. I can tell you all that much right now. Just so many changes, so many exciting new things, and having a new place, no longer living in a kitchen. I got hired on making $10 an hour full time, and also some medical benefits that I pay like $40 a month for, something like that. But anyway, so about my job, I know a lot of you guys are probably curious about that. It's a printing company. That's all I'm gonna say, because there's a lot of crazy fuckers on the internet that are gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do. But I've I got a few samples here, which is actually what they're called too, the company. This is an example of the kinds of things we make. Okay, this is an example of a crash lock box, because yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. They just, like, when they come off the conveyor belt, they just like come out, coming out forever, and you got to keep up with them. All kinds of shit that we make. It's here's a bad one. We got to also check for errors there when it's out of alignment there to gluing. Yeah, it's an interesting job. We make all kinds of. See, my boss knows I take all these little things. These are all trash. That there's so much excess at the end that all gets recycled or whatever, or some end up in the actual trash, whatever. So yeah, this is some. Here's an example of a bad printing job. This is it doesn't even open. Or does it? Oh no, yeah it does. No, it opens, but it's kind of make all kinds of stuff. Big boxes, little boxes. That's what they look like when they go into the machine real fast, going through. all get folded and glued, and it's this big fancy, probably $1 million machine. These are other little things that we do, little boxes. Here's some more of these things, and that's how we actually have to check them too when they come off the conveyor. We actually have to like collect them like this, fan them open, and check to see that they're not like stuck together, that like the gluing is okay and the alignment and all that stuff. And you have to be quick at it, which I'm still working on. But it's as I said, it's a very interesting job. And see, the thing about this job is it's recession proof. Here's an example of some that got glued together. These are cereal boxes, but they came off the conveyor, like this. But when you try to pick one up, they're all stuck together. This is the kind of thing that happens. So you have to watch out for that and pluck these out and toss them. But why do I have that? To show you guys, to show my friends and whatnot what I do. Here's another one of these things. I just gathered up whatever I had just for showing you guys in the video. Yeah, I'm not bullshitting. This is all real. This is all my life. And it's it's so crazy how everything is turned around. And it's amazing. And I have so many new ideas for the channel, so many surprises and this and that. And I'm planning to put together a little green screen room studio dedicated for Network 126, which is going to be exciting. No more filming in my car unless I feel like it or whatever, or a situation just happens to be. But if anything, here's another thing I was going to show you guys. Little miniature palette that I made, scale model of a 48 by 40. It's made out of balsa wood from Michael's. If you get those long sticks of balsa wood, they're like $1 or something a piece. And I cut it all individually by hand and matched it up to a picture of one because I have that keen visual sense, whatchamacallit, and I just kind of lined it up to my computer screen to a picture of one and just kind of cut the pieces to size, glued it all together. I showed my boss. He just laughed at it. He got a kick out of it. My boss is so funny. But it's so cool that he actually likes me, which is cool. It adds to my job security. And it actually just amazed them yesterday, the way I was able to pack these little battery boxes. And as they came off the conveyor, I was able to, because you have to alternate each stack of 10 in the box. You have to do a row of 11, 11, 11, and then you have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have to throw a sheet of paper over, repeat, and you have to do that 3 times per box, and then it gets sealed and put on the pallet. So he was just amazed because my other coworkers were even like saying, and even my boss was saying that he couldn't even do what I was doing, which kind of surprised me. I was like, oh shit. And it was funny because like some things I kind of suck at. Like for instance, like I'm scared of heights, and they store their boxes, their pallets full of stacks and bundles of boxes, flattened up on these big steel shelves in this warehouse. And sometimes I'm asked to go and climb up there or whatnot and get boxes down. But my boss already knows that I have a fear of heights, and I tell him, and he just likes to tell me that just to see my reaction or a look on my face or something. But it's just it's all cool though, because we just have that cool little vibe going on, and it's a good thing to have that at the workplace. The owner's the one that we got to watch out for. But other than that, but I mean, we always get the job done, but we just try to have a positive attitude and whatnot, and just so we can keep working efficiently and happily, because that's important to have at the workplace. So anyway, it's been an exciting ride, and I'm slowly but surely learning everything. I'm trying to, because the thing is, I'm a visual and a hands-on learner. So I have to see it be done, and then I have to do it myself, however many times. Sometimes I get things the first or second time, sometimes a few more times, but like that little packing job, I seemed to get that really quickly. Like it was just so crazy. People seeing people's reaction, and they're all kind of like looking at me. No, I'm not trying to brag or anything because like I said, I do suck at other things. But I do plan. Well, my boss is planning because once I learn packing, because I have to learn how to pack, and then I can start learning the gluer machine, and that could be, I believe, I was told between like a $16 to $25 an hour job or somewhere abouts there. And I've been already studying the machine while I'm there and while it's in operation, and how they set it up, and I'm getting a general sense of the idea. And I've been like going on YouTube and like looking it up, and seeing, product demos and all that kind of stuff, and seeing whatever I can learn about, like how they run and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm showing a lot of initiative to learn and grow, and to work hard. And my boss sees that and likes that, because one of the main things that he likes about me is that I'm always asking about like little things that I can do to help out. Like if I see something that I think needs to be done, I ask him, hey, you want me to do that? And he'll be like, oh yeah, go ahead, go do that. Yeah, I need that done, and I'll go ahead and do that. So it's little things like that I do, like to help keep things flowing smoothly and, efficiently. And as I said, I've been looking for a stable job for like 6 years, whatever it was, and I finally got this chance. So I'm just going like all out at it, and just putting all of my effort into it, and it's been showing. And it seems like there is some stability in the future for this. So with all that being said, tell me what you think, and I hope I covered everything. I hope I stopped all those crazy rumors and all whatnot, and by shutting down that PayPal donation link, I hope I'm showing where where my direction is for this channel, and and what my plans are, and whatnot, what you guys will see in the future. As I said, I've got some surprises planned, some new things that I'm planning on doing, and yeah, so stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, that's pretty much it.